Ma'am, you can't park here. This is a no parking zone, obviously marked by the red curb. Okay, whatever, dude. I don't have time to waste on this. Just move your car. Yo, what? Bro! I don't swing that way, bro. I'm good. I'm good. Howdy, boys. It's MVC, and today I'm bringing you guys the top 5 best customizations I've ever made in GTA, Part 6. And for this episode, I thought I would do something a little more special and make it JDM exclusive. So only JDM cars will be featured, like JDM style. They're not all Japanese cars. What is this guy doing? For the video, I'm going to start at number 5, and then we'll make our way to 1 and showcase each of the cars, talk about what customization I have on them. And if you guys enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like. That'll really help me out, and let me know that you guys want to continue to see this series, because it's been getting pretty good feedback so far, so hopefully we can keep that up. Anyway, let's dive into number 5. Starting us off at number 5 is the Tony the Tiger Dinka RT3000. I wasn't intending to go for the Tony the Tiger build. Initially, I'd customized an RT3000, and I was noticing that there were a lot of removed options. You can remove the front fenders, the bumpers, you can make it topless as well. So I made a meme video removing as many options as I could, and I actually really like the way it turned out. I think it looks a lot better than the standard S2K in GTA. I don't think it's a very good looking car in GTA. There's just something like so vanilla about it, and I think this one is a lot more fun, it can get a lot more aggressive looking. It's just got better, like, it's a cooler customization like this. It's just got really cool customization like this, and it's got good liveries as well. And this one I thought matched perfectly for Tony the Tiger theme. It kind of looks like a go-kart. Like, that's what it reminds me of. Like a, I don't know, something that you would see in Mario Kart as like a standard kart, maybe. It's just so goofy looking. And it also looks pretty sick at the same time. Like, I like that I can add a big carbon splitter and a big carbon wing. And then the seats are carbon as well. It's got like surprisingly good accenting. And of course, under the hood, it does have a tuner's hood. Because there's definitely cars in GTA that have really sad looking 2012 Rockstar editor pixelated, like I don't know, bro, like they can't even beat Terraria with these hoods, you know, like that game's so pixelated. So I just like that you can expose the hood and it doesn't look all wonky with the build, because I mean everything's removed anyway, so yeah, let me know what you guys think. I think it looks better than you would think a car with all these removed options would. If you guys are looking to pick up an RT3000, you can find it under the two-door section of Southern San Andreas for just about $1.3 million. Up next on our list, we have the Karen Sultan RS Classic, which is based off of the Subaru Impreza something STI. I don't remember the exact number, but it is a great looking car in my opinion. I really like that it's shorter in body length. And before we talk about the customization, I just want to say that this car's performance is ridiculous. It like does not slow down around corners no matter what, and it's not that fast in a straight line, but it has crazy acceleration. But I decided to make mine in a yellow and black. I know it's kind of a standard simple theme, but I just think it looks way too good on this car not to do it. Plus, with all of the carbon accents that I threw on, with the hood, the roof, the spoiler, the trunk, I got black rims, and then the livery also added those black stripes on the side. I was like, this is free, dude. There's so much synergy on this car with all of the accenting and stuff, and I really like that a lot of the sponsors on the side, like the Mindmock, the Wiz, all the labels and the brand logos are all in black, and then the text on the carbon is white. Rockstar did a super good job with, because there's some cars in the game, like with the RX-7 actually, where it's like flipped. Like you can either have white text on your spoiler and black text on your hood, and they're both on top of carbon. So it's just like, why? I don't know. Why couldn't you make it the same color? And it doesn't synergize as well as this car does. So I really like the way this one turned out. I'm thoroughly impressed with the customization on this car, and happy with what I was able to bring out of it, because I didn't really like the RS Classic before I customized one, but this car it just gives you such a pleasurable driving experience. I think it's really important for a car with really good performance to also look good and sound good, because it's just like, otherwise it hurts, you know? It feels like a personal attack. Like the Emirates and the Krieger, dude, oh my God, I am not a fan of those cars. Like having those be at the top as opposed to like when the T20 was the top vehicle, that was cool, because you know, you're driving a good looking McLaren that doesn't look like a fucking alien, and it's got good customization that works with itself. The Emirates is like, you can make it look good, but it hurts. So I just appreciate that this being a top vehicle in its class, I guess, can look as good as it does. At number 3, we have the Karen Previon, which is, I think, my favorite tuner car. Of all of the tuner cars and all the customization that you can do to them, I think I really outdid myself with this one. This is like, I was kind of struggling a little bit at first with the Previon because it was like, I think it's got a lot of good liveries, and so there's a lot of stuff to build around. And I finally settled with this one, which is the Stance Andreas Alt livery, and I went with an Ice White primary and a rain blue. Ha! Get it? Rain, because it's like a rainbow but blue. But as I was saying, the Previon, great looking vehicle. I've got a lot of pretty low-key options on the car. Have a small spoiler, small splitter on the front. I believe that is the second option in the secondary color, which is just a light blue. The first bumper option, small diffuser. I did add a roof scoop so that the top would have a little more detail. The suspension dropped, of course, so we can have the angled wheels. The performance hood with all the vents to give it some more detail on the front end. Had to throw on the endos, of course. They look so good on all tuner cars, basically. It's kind of a cheat code. It's like the cheated carbon R's. And I have those in a baby blue. I'm really just in love with the color coordination on this car. There's so many different shades of blue and it synergizes really well. An extra bonus is just that this car is like really nice to drive. It's really consistent. It doesn't lack in any one department. Although it's not the greatest, it is a pleasure, and I don't think I'm gonna sell this one ever. Like it's one of my favorite cars for sure. But I'm sure some of you guys are asking, NPC, if you like this car so much, why is it only third? Because we got some bangers coming up, that's why. Like the Dinka Kanjo SJ, which I think I did an outstanding job on. I don't know if it's because this car is in like a brighter, more vibrant color than the Previon that I like the customization so much, or the fact that it's just like, it's the Kanjo SJ. This car is a piece of shit. And it's pretty unimpressive looking at the start. And so I just think I really like did a good job with this customization. Maybe it's a little more like of a personal thing. My uncle used to drive a Honda Civic, not the coupe version, more like the little hatchback one. But for this build, we have it in a gasoline green with a gasoline green pearlescent. Makes it extra bright and shiny, or maybe it's some type of blue pearlescent. I tried to check, but the game was kind of bugging out and said I didn't have a pearlescent. But secondary color is I want to say it's just black. You can see that on the brake calipers. For the bumper options, on both the front and the rear bumpers, I went with the drift option because I just wanted to rice the out of this car. Like, it looks good like that. I added an antenna on top to keep that old style look. Speaking of the old style look, I did kind of want to infuse like the old style of the Honda Civic Coupe with a modern touch. So that's why it's in like this color. Just a lot shinier and newer, because I think this is a color that comes on the old coupe. We threw on a little wide body kit, slammed it so that the wheels are angled. We've got straw brown Hyperfreshes, and I feel like it gives it it's like a beach kind of theme effect with the color scheme, and I really like it. I think it looks so cool. I think that's what carries this vehicle. It's the color scheme. For a hood, I have some like vented Mark II hood. Arc spoiler. Oh! Stock mirrors, actually, because I think they look the best out of all of the options that they give you. And of course, the shopping list livery. Cannot go wrong with the shopping list. I think it just looks so good. It makes the car Instagrammable, you know? And that is a really good compliment. Now, what vehicle could be better than the Dinka Kanjo SJ, which was already better than the Previon? That, my friends, is very obvious. It's the ASBO! This is the sickest car with like JDM options that has been added into GTA. It's based off of the Vauxhall Corsa C, which I think is a German car. It could be British, or at least I've been told it's like British, or there's like a British variant of the ASBO or something. But it's got a crazy amount of customization for a little like bean car. Why is there so much customization? Bean diff. The ASBO is just such a sick car, and I think it looks really good in yellow. It looks really good in pretty much any bright color, and I just wanted to rice it out because it was available in the customization. I was like, well, if they've added this, there must be a reason it's been added, right? Like it looks like I can pick these things and make them synergize for a reason, right? And where are you going, bro? And that was very much the case. I went with the drift bumper in the front, street skirts, bumper on the back. There's actually that line, I don't know if you can see it, kind of looks like a fender around the back rim that acts as it's almost like it's a trim, it's a plastic trim, and I wanted to put that in the primary color, but then I thought the car was a little too yellow. It's just like a yellow jelly bean. So I threw the yellow line back on in the middle. A lot of black accents, especially with the carbon flap wing, the box on top. I think that's probably my favorite part about this car. Just the box looks so good. It gives it so much shape. Threw on some black exos for the rims. And I think it's a really suiting rim for this car because of how it's just goofy, you know? And I think it's a goofy looking rim, and so it just embraces that goofy with drip. Oh my god, it's goofy with drip. That's exactly what this car is. With like the Supreme jacket, we've got the stereo in the back. Oh my god, it's slammed. There's really no car cooler than the Asbo. Unfortunately for both this and the Kanjo SJ, they're front wheel drive and they kind of handle like shit, but they've got good ass customization. So if that's like something you can tolerate, then I would grab both of them because they're a lot of fun. Before I wrap up the video, I did want to go over where you can find these cars in case you guys are curious to buy them. Starting us off with the Dinka RT3000, $1.3 million on the two-door section of Southern San Andreas. Karen Sultan Classic, $1.34 million if you have the trade price unlocked, otherwise it's $1.8 million, and that's also under the two-door section of Southern San Andreas. Karen Previon, it goes for 1.1 mil if you have the trade price unlocked, otherwise it's 1.5, and that's also under the two-door section of Southern San Andreas. So is the Dinka Kanjo SJ, going for $1 million if you have the trade price unlocked, otherwise it's almost 1.4. And our king, of course, the Maxwell Asbo, also under the two-door section of Southern San Andreas, going for 300 grand if you have the trade price unlocked, otherwise it's 400 grand. I'm telling you, this is a steal, bro. That is nothing. That's one sell mission. Get an Asbo. But that, my friends, is gonna wrap it up for the top 5 best customizations I've ever made in GTA Part 6, the JDM edition. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed the video. It would be greatly appreciated and help me out quite a bit. Comment down below and let me know what your favorite of the 5 cars was. I respond to like 99% of comments. Unless you got some bullshit to say, then obviously I'm not going to give it any attention. But I read every single comment and I respond to 99% of them. So please let me know. I love talking with you guys, hearing your thoughts. That's definitely the best part about doing YouTube. Sub to the channel if you guys are new. There'll be more videos like this coming out in the very near future, and that's about it. So take care, and I'll catch you boys in the next one. Peace!